The Fed just released its Beige Book. Steve Leisman has been digging through. And, Steve, what is it telling us about what's going on out there in the economy?
Well, it's kind of a dark tariff-tinged Beige Book, Kelly. The economy was little changed across most districts. There was a lot of uncertainty around trade policy. It was pervasive across all the reports from the 12 Federal Reserve Bank districts. 5 districts saw slight growth, 3 were unchanged, and 4 actually saw modest declines. Consumer spending, takeout autos, was lower overall, but most districts saw a moderate to robust gains in vehicle sales. Why? Because the Beige Book says there was a rush to purchase ahead of tariff-related price increases, and that included a lot of durable and non-durable goods. Leisure and business travel were both down, with a decline noted in international visitors. Several districts saw deterioration for demand in services. So this is not looking good from the service side. How about manufacturing? Well, most districts say manufacturing was little changed or even declined. There was modest growth in the energy sector. On the overall outlook, it worsened due to economic uncertainty and especially tariffs. Employment, little change to up slightly. Firms were taking a, quote, wait-and-see approach to employment until there was more clarity on the economy. There were scattered reports of firms preparing for layoffs. Again, due to all that uncertainty out there, labor availability improved. Wages grew at a modest pace but slowed from the previous report. On the important part of prices from this report, there were price increases across districts. About half saw bigger than the others, but they were in all 12 districts. There were price increases. Firms expected elevated input costs from the tariffs, and there were reports about margin compression amid the increased costs. Finally, firms reported adding tariff surcharges. Guys?
So how would you so you're saying it's not beige, it's just little like you said, darker than that? So how do we read it? Is this, it's not doom and gloom, but it's also
a darker shade of beige, I would say, Brian, if I could quote from paraphrase the song. It's look, it's the kind of report you might get before you had a more pronounced slowdown, and you can see through the anecdotes here, Brian, the uncertainty in the economy taking a toll on business. What's happening here? Businesses are talking to the Fed. The Fed puts all of this stuff in the reports. I haven't been through the individual bank reports. This is the summary that's been put together. And this uncertainty is taking a toll. It doesn't sound severe. I didn't say it was a black Beige Book, but it's just a darker shade here where it's the kind of thing that if this continues, you could imagine it beginning to show up in the harder data. Right now, it's in the sentiment data. Right now, that one line that stood out to me, scattered reports of firms planning layoffs. Okay, that's okay for now, maybe some layoffs, but that can get worse and get worse in a hurry, Brian, as you know.
It can, and I do appreciate the paraphrasing of Procol Harum, the band, Steve Leisman.
And I don't want to fight about it, Brian.
We won't, promise.
No fisticuffs.
No fisticuffs.